morning, children. Welcome back to Class 5 English Lesson 7. The Thief is Caught, written by Emil Erich Castor. This is an extract from Emil and the Detectives by Erich Castor. It is a 1929 novel for children set mainly in Berlin by the German writer. It was Castor's first major success and was immediately popular. It is a thrilling story of a robbery, tracking and exposing the thief, with Emil himself as both a victim and a detective, filled with enduring theme of leadership, adventure, friendship, courage and teamwork. This novel, being a heartwarming tale of Emil and his friends, is an adventure for the child in us all and enthralls fresh generation of young sluts. Sluts means detectives. I will now read the story and then explain it to you, children. Emil is a little boy who lives with his mother. Although she has very little money, she gives Emil some to give his grandmother and some to spend in the city. Emil experiences an unexpected adventure on the way. Read on to find out what happens. Now, Emil is a small boy who is living with his mother, and his mother has very little money with her. But whenever Emil goes to meet his mother used to give him little money to give to his grandmother and also for the boy to spend in the city. And as he was going, some unexpected thing happened to him on the way. So, what was this unexpected thing? Let us read on and see. There were four other people in the compartment of the train along with Emil. One was a man who wore a black hat. Emil somehow did not like him. He did not know the man's name and thought of him as Black Hat. So here, as he was traveling in the train, in that compartment where he was sitting, there were only four people. And also a man who wore a black hat was sitting next to him. He did not like the person with the black hat, but what he did, he named him as Black Hat because he did not know the man's name. He thought his name as Black Hat. When Emil was left alone with Black Hat in the compartment, he decided to watch the man carefully. Although he was feeling sleepy, it was warm in the compartment and soon Emil fell asleep. When he woke up, Emil realized that Black Hat was gone and so was his money. Tears filled his eyes when the train stopped. Emil spotted Black Hat as he was getting out of the next compartment. He quickly picked up his bag and followed the man. Now what happened? The rest of the people who were sitting in the compartment all got down, and now only Black Hat and Emil was left in the compartment. Now he was thinking that he should be very careful. But what happened? He was feeling sleepy also and he fell asleep. Till then what happened? As he woke up, he realized that the person who was sitting next to him was not there, and also the money which he wanted to give to his grandmother was also not there. And he was very much upset, and he saw that the person was getting down from the another compartment. He quickly picked his bag and followed the person. A few minutes later, Emil saw Black Hat go into a cafe. He did not follow the man into the cafe. Instead, he stopped on the road and watched. Black Hat will pay for his coffee with my mother's money, thought Emil. He felt very sad and looked sad. What's the matter? Someone asked. Emil turned round and saw a boy. He told the boy what had happened. I must get the money back. Emil told the boy, I have to give it to my grandmother. I will help you, said the boy, whose name was Paul, and my friends will join me. The man is eating now. Watch him while I run and call them. Now what happened? After a few minutes, As he got down, he saw that the black hat person went into a cafe, and he was very much worried that the person with the black hat will pay his mother's money in the cafe. Till then, he saw a boy who came near him and spoke to him, and he told what has happened to him in the compartment and what is the man doing now. Paul ran off and soon returned with lots of boys. Let's be detectives and get the money back, Emil said. Paul told a little boy called Tuesday to go home because he had a telephone in his house. We can give all the news to you, he said, and you can pass it on. We will also need some food and money. Now, what happened? The boy who came and spoke to Emil, the name of the boy is Paul. What did Paul do? He ran and he brought lots of boys with him, and he told them that we will be the detectives and you will get the money back now. And Emil said, and Paul told the little boy called Tuesday to go home. So one of the boy was sent home also. Some boys who lived nearby ran for food. They looked in their pockets to see if they had any money. Just then, Black Hat came out of the cafe and got into a taxi. Emil and some of his new friends got into another taxi. Please follow the car, Emil told the taxi driver. Black Hat got out of his taxi and went into a hotel. Now, what happened? All the boys they gathered together there, and also till then Black Hat came out of the cafe and he went in a taxi, and Emil and his friends also followed the Black Hat. Till then Black Hat stopped the taxi and went into a hotel. The boys got out and Paul telephoned Tuesday from a booth. We are all here at the hotel, he said. Soon the front yard of the hotel was crowded with boys. Oh dear, he will see us now, one of the boys whispered. That's what we want him to do, said Emil, and that's how we are going to frighten him. When he sees so many of us, he may get scared and throw the money at us before we make a noise. When Black Hat had left the hotel, there were about 50 boys in front yard. They all followed him down the street. They moved exactly as he did. He walked slowly and so did they. He crossed the road and so did the boys. He walked fast and so did they. Everyone in the street saw what they were doing. They all looked at Black Hat. Now, what happened? The Black Hat had uh, gone to the hotel, and the boy Paul had called his friend Tuesday and asked to bring all his friends to the hotel. And what they did, lots of friends, they came together to the hotel. It was crowded. The hotel was crowded. The front yard of the hotel was crowded with nearly 50 boys. And now what happened? As soon as the Black Hat came out of the hotel, the boys walked as the Black Hat started to walk and go behind him. Then Black Hat went into a bank. Emil followed him into the bank with three other boys, while the rest of them waited outside. Black Hat handed some money over to the man at the counter in the bank. The man began to count the money. Stop, cried Emil. That's my money. He is stolen my money. That isn't true, said Black Hat. The manager of the bank came out of his office and asked what was going on. This man has stolen my money, Emil complained to him. Now what happened? Black Hat went into the bank. Till then, Emil with his three other boys, they also went into the bank. As Black Hat wanted to hand over the money to the counter in the bank, what happened? Suddenly, Emil cried loudly and said, Stop, that is my money. He has stolen my money. And now Black Hat is telling that no, I have not taken anybody's money. Till then, what happened? Manager of the bank came out of the office and asked what was going on here. And now the man has stolen my money. Emil complained to the bank manager. Can you prove it? The manager asked. Yes, I can. Emil answered, I had pinned my money to my pocket. If all the notes have pin marks in the same places, the money is mine. The manager held up the money. Everyone could see the little pinholes clearly. When all eyes were on the money, Black Hat ran out of the bank. He did not run far, for he was running into. Now what happened? Now manager asked that can the boy Emil prove himself that that is his money. How can you prove it? It is your money. Manager asked Emil. Till then Emil told that I have pinned my money to my pocket. And what happened? The man has stolen it and now he has taken it out from the pocket so that you can see the mark of the pin in the place of my money. Till then, what happened? Now, the manager took the money held up high and then he started to watch the money carefully. So, everybody could see the pinholes very clearly and all were busy watching money. Till then, Black Hat ran out of the bank. The crowd of boys outside, they surrounded him and caught him. The bank manager rang for the police. Well done, boys, the policeman said. You are a team of excellent detectives. The bank manager returned Emil's money to him. Emil thanked all his new friends, got into a taxi, and went to his grandmother's house. Now, what happened as a black hat person wanted to escape from the bank? The crowd of the boys who were standing outside the bank, they surrounded him, they caught him. And bank manager called the police and police came and took the black hat to the police station. And also policeman appreciated the boys telling that they are excellent detectives. Bank manager gave Emil's money back and also Emil thanked all his new friends for his success. The story doesn't end here. Black Hat was a notorious thief and the police were looking for him. They had promised a handsome reward to anyone who helped them to catch the thief. That was what Emil had done at the bank. Emil got a big sum of money as his reward. His mother joined him in the city for a holiday. He invited all his new friends to his grandmother's house. The news of Black Hat's arrest was printed in all the newspapers. Soon, everyone in the city was talking about Emil and the detectives. Emil, Paul, and Tuesday became famous and they became friends. Now, what happened? Black Hat was a notorious. Notorious means known by everyone for some bad quality or doing something bad. And also, police had handsome reward. They had promised to give a large amount of reward. And what happened? That was handed over to Emil. Later, Emil had a big holiday in the city with his mother and also he invited all his friends to his grandmother's house. And Emil, Paul, and Tuesday became very famous and they became friends. The summary of the thief is caught. Emil, a young boy, is going to the city on his own for the first time. He is carrying some money that his mother has given him. His mother had managed to save the money after hard work. Emil sees a man with a black hat on the train and does not like him. He keeps a careful watch over the man whom he calls Black Hat. Unable to control himself, Emil goes off to sleep and when he wakes up, the man and the money are gone. Though he had pinned the notes to his pocket, Emil gets off the train and looks for the man he suspects. He sees him leaving the station and follows him. Emil tracks Black Hat to a cafe. While he is trying to decide what to do, he is joined by Paul, a city boy with a lot of friends. When Paul hears Emil's story, he and his friends decide to help Emil. They follow Black Hat to a hotel and make plans to get Emil's money back. The boys decided to surround Black Hat when he leaves the hotel and frighten him into giving money back. The first part of the plan works well, but Black Hat goes into a bank and tries to change the stolen notes. Emil and Paul enter the bank. Emil proves that the notes belong to him. The police arrest Black Hat. Emil later learns that Black Hat is a wanted bank robber with a price on his head. Emil gets handsome reward for helping the police arrest Black Hat. Hope you all have understood the story, children. If you have time, just read Emil and the Detectives book so that you can get lots of detective stories. Thank you.